media is about so much more than sports. It's about community. On 321 Media, you never have to miss a game. You can watch it on your phone, on your TV, and anywhere.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sports Talk Cranston. My name is Ben Barber, and today we're going to start off by talking about Cranston West a little bit, and we are going to start out with the week that was in Cranston West sports. We'll be talking first and foremost about boys basketball. Then we'll move on to some girls basketball. We'll name our player of the week for Cranston, and then we will get to our final thoughts on that. Then we will move on to the east side of Cranston. It has been so much fun covering Cranston so far this year. We have had a blast, and we are looking forward to covering even more Cranston sports as we continue to go. It was a rough week for the Cranston boys team. So let's get into that first, shall we? We got to cover some of their games here on 321. They were on the road against Cherahoe in their last game that they ended up losing at the very end in a heartbreaker 69-67. They were down in the fourth quarter by 10 with 4 minutes left. They were able to come back. It looked really, really promising. Sophomore Deontay Jackson had some incredible play. He got it was a questionable technical foul called after a beautiful dunk that really, a lot of our announcers weren't sure. Our announcers at Cherahoe, by the way, that was a Cherahoe game. Our announcers were at Cherahoe. They didn't see what happened with the technical. I know that we watched it back, and I could not tell you what the foul was on, but I don't have the I don't have the same position as the refs. So could I have been wrong? Yes, I could have been wrong, but not sure exactly where the foul was on that. But nevertheless, it was called. Deontay Jackson then got an over the back call. As they had taken the lead down to 2, or possibly even came as close as tying the game. It was really, truly a heartbreaker in that game at Cherahoe. Here on 321, obviously that's a game where both of the schools are 321 media schools that we cover. So happy to see either team win and wanted to see a great game. It was a great game. I just wish that the end was a little bit cleaner because it felt like Cranston may have missed some opportunities that they didn't necessarily deserve to miss. There was an over the back call where Jackson eventually fouled out of the game. That was also, not necessarily it was debatable, at least. Another thing that I will say about that game, Conca, number 4, just hit an incredible last-minute 3. And let me actually get his name correct. Nate Conca. Yeah, Nate Conca, the senior, did a tremendous job, as he has done all year long. Couple more people to watch out for here on the boys team. Noah Germain, the senior, has been spectacular. Forward center has been phenomenal. I keep saying, as Noah Germain goes, so goes Cranston West. If he's able to dominate on the boards and dominate underneath, it has been fantastic. They unfortunately fell to 8-5 on the season. They also had a very tough loss against South Kingstown, which was another game with 2 schools that we cover here on 321. That one was at Cranston West. And then, of course, They also suffered a loss to Smithfield last Thursday. So a tough week. They will be back. They're actually playing this afternoon against Moses Brown, so that should be good. And then they're not playing again until Wednesday at West Warwick, which should be good. We will be covering that game as well with our Kent County crew, John Parenti and Johnny Boots, along with Wizards TV. We'll be covering that game, so you can catch that right here on 321. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's talk about the girls' side of things, shall we? I think that we shall, because there's a lot to get to here as we talk about Cranston East and Cranston West on this. But right now, the Cranston West Falcons girls, coached by Coach Santiago, fell. They have right now. They are in a 4-game losing streak. The last time that they won a game was against South Kingstown in a fantastic showing, 74-36. But that was back on the 13th of the month, which was nearly 2 weeks ago now at this point, 10 days ago. So very rough. Westerly came to town. Westerly put on a show, and they've had a hard time scoring since, which is not something that has been very indicative of Cranston West. These girls know how to score. They need a little bit of hopefully they get a little bit of confidence back, because this team is one that, I mean, they have a very tough schedule. They faced Barrington last night and lost 33-55. Barrington, one of the best teams in the state. Barrington is the only team that beat Westerly so far this year. So Barrington is very, very, very good. They also lost to Portsmouth and Pontigansett. The Portsmouth game was a defensive masterclass. Both of these games very close. 34-31, they lost to Portsmouth, and 48-41 against Pontigansett. The girls have been led by a lot of people. Honestly, it's a small team. It's a smaller team. They have 4 seniors on the team, all of whom are doing great. Talia Walker, fantastic in every game. Kyla Bucco is also a senior. Sanaya Chase and Darlene Kernan all have been great. Maddie Marks, sophomore. It's either seniors or sophomores on this team, which has been really fun to watch, that dichotomy of upperclassmen and lowerclassmen. But there's something really great here, and if they can continue to build 6-7, obviously not a winning record right now. They're on a little bit of a slump, but most of the top tier teams in the state are behind them. They've already played them. They have a game coming up. They were supposed to have a game on Monday that has been postponed against Juanita Sanchez. That is a game that I believe that they're going to win. I think that there's a very good likely chance that they will beat next Friday Moses Brown, and then they have St. Mary's Bayview Academy for senior night, and then they're away for the rest of their season. So they have 2 big games at home next week. One of them is postponed. We'll get the date on that. We'll have that for you next week here on Sports Talk. But it should be really interesting. My player of the week this week for Cranston sports, for Cranston West sports, I should say, my player of the week this week is going to go to Deontay Jackson. The way that he carried and revived the team to almost come back at Cheraho was something. It was so energetic. I'm so sad that he didn't get to finish that game, because he was really just, and I've seen him now several times completely take over a game, and it really is something magical to watch. So Deontay Jackson is going to be our player of the week. And we are going to go to a quick break for some of our advertisers, and then we will be back with Cranston East.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. Here in Rhode Island, we take pride in taking care of our own. At Lathrop Insurance, we have spent 86 years helping families and businesses protect what matters most. Whether it's your home, your business, or the legacy you're building, our team is here to provide peace of mind through customized insurance solutions. We're proud to support high school sports across Rhode Island because when our community grows stronger, we all win. Lathrop Insurance, personalized protection, local expertise. Visit lathropinsurance.com to see how we can protect what matters most to you.
It starts with a conversation. We dive deep into a 75-minute evaluation, one-on-one and real support between sessions. We don't just chase symptoms, we rebuild how your body moves so you can stay active for years to come and get back to the life you enjoy.
For 40 years, Michelangelo's Deli and Catering has been serving the greater Cranston community with fresh, creative deli-style sandwiches and prepared foods, as well as catering your favorite Italian classics, always from scratch for your intimate family milestones and corporate events.
We have been family owned and operated for 27 years. We do specialize in European vehicles. We're an alternative to the dealership. We are transparent and honest. We provide a digital vehicle inspection, complimentary shuttle services to your home, elite auto repair, building relationships for the road ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is time to talk about Cranston East. I'm very excited to talk about this. We have seen a little bit less Cranston East so far on 3-2-1 this year than we have seen Cranston West, but that doesn't mean that I'm not just as excited to talk about them. Cranston East has given us some of the most exciting games I believe that we have covered so far. On the boys' side, let's talk about the boys right now. Their record does not show how good of a team that they are, honestly, quite honestly. The Thunderbolts, coached by Jamal Diggs, are 3-12 on the year, which is obviously not where they hoped to be, but they definitely they definitely are a better team than their record shows, and they have been in nearly every single one of these games. A lot of close games, losing to Central just barely 88-83 in the closing moments. This past week, last Friday, Westerly at home ended up being 58-53, much closer than that 8 points even allotted. That came down to foul shots for the Bulldogs, which is where they were able to pull that out. Cranston East was supposed to have West Warwick on Monday. They do not have that game. That game has been postponed because of the weather. So we will see where they fit that in later in the season. They will be away on Thursday against Tolman and then away on Friday against Cumberland. So no boys games on the horizon this week for 3-2-1. Unfortunately, we would love to cover them for sure, but unfortunately, we will not be covering those away games. So you can tune in next weekend. We will talk about those away games, talk about how they went, what the score was, etc. Some people to look out for on this team. I mean, number 13, Cesar Valero, is just phenomenal. It's so fun to watch. A lot of ways that I said about Noah Germain, the heart of this team, Cesar Valero, has just been fantastic, as is senior Alex Fernandez. Alex Fernandez can light up a game in a minute and fully change fully change everything, the whole situation of the game in a matter of moments. Really fun to watch. I also I keep doing the hand motions, and the AI camera keeps putting it back into tracking mode. Sorry about that, guys. I'll fix that. I took a new camera out of the box today and forgot to change some of the settings for that. Reyes, one of the freshmen, Reyes has been fantastic. Jeremiah Sandstrel. I'm sorry that I just messed up your name like 3 times, dude. You're amazing. You are fantastic. Derek Ferrier has been fantastic as well. And Mason Gonzalez, number 10, a freshman, another person that can come in, change the game in a minute. So many great players on this boys team for Cranston East. it's really been sensational. Let's talk a little bit now about the Cranston East girls. Unfortunately, having a similar season to the boys when it comes to basketball. They are 3-10 on the year. However, they are coming back. They are coming off of back-to-back wins. They've won 3 of their last 4. So while they are 3-10, all 3 of their wins have come in their last 4 games, which is huge. They had a big win last Thursday against Achievement First. That was 58-23. I believe we covered that game. That was fantastic. And then they suffered a loss this past week to Tollgate, 31-33. They destroyed Block Island, 40-15. You hardly ever see a game where a team scores under 20 points, but that is what happened in this one. Fantastic job by their defense. And then again, a fantastic job by their defense against Times 2 Academy last night on Friday. That was really sensational. Their game for Monday, that was supposed to be in North Smithfield, has once again been postponed, obviously. And so that's an unfortunate situation. We will see where that comes back around later in the season. They will be away against Exeter West Greenwich as well this week, and then away again against the Central Falls Co-op. They will be back finally on February 4th against Woonsocket, then against Burrillville on the 6th, and then one more home game senior night on February 13th against Davies High School. Should be good. Lot of great young talent. We have a few seniors on the team. Skylar Belmont, Winnie Hunt has been fantastic. Genesis Williams has definitely been my player of the year thus far for Cranston East. I think that she has looked phenomenal in every game that we've seen her in. And honestly, I cannot wait to see more and more of Cranston East. So a little bit of East, a little bit of West. Tell us what you would like to see more of. We're also going to have some great interviews with coaches and players of all kinds. So tell us what you'd like to see on Cranston Sports Talk, and we'll get it done. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
When it comes to protecting your home, quality craftsmanship matters. At Henderson Roofing, every project starts with honesty, reliability, and work built to last. From inspections to full replacements, our experienced team is on your roof before small issues become big problems, keeping your home safe through every season. Trusted by homeowners across Rhode Island for decades, we take pride in doing the job right the first time. Henderson Roofing, the partner you and your family can trust.